little game of mine, and he said, no, get on, get on, get on, get on. Get on, get on, get on, get on. Get on, get on, get on, get on. Picking this little game of mine, and he said, no, get on.
What the hell is going on here? What this kid, you need to get your hair done, player. 15-year-old boy sentenced to 100 years in prison after a 2025 gang-related shooting that killed a woman. Motherfucker, what the hell? Who raised you, boy? Who raised you, boy? This is wild. A 15-year-old from Anderson, Indiana, Joe Mazzilari, has been sentenced to 100 years in prison for his part in a gang-related shooting that claimed the life of a 26-year-old woman, Dayla Swain, in February of 2025. The shooting happened outside a nightclub and was part of a failed gang-related attempt to target a witness to another murder. Oh, shit. Others were also injured during that shooting. Damn. Larry was a member of the Mickey Cobra Nation gang and convicted alongside co-defendants Rashawn Samuels. He was 19 years old after a jury found them guilty of murder and gang-related charges. In the Madison County courtroom, Judge David Happ handed down a 50-year sentence for Swain's murder and an additional 50 years for the gang enhancement. This harsh sentence underscores the serious consequences of gang violence and its impact on the communities. This highlight the need to keep these children out of the streets. You do the crime, you goddamn right you finna do the time. All right, take a look at the comments. I do think the punishment should fit the crime, and I know a 15-year-old knows right from wrong. However, knowing that the prefrontal cortex doesn't form till mid-20s and plays a part in making rational decisions, I think 100 years is excessive for a 15-year-old. I've seen grown men get less time for murder. Yeah, that's a conversation to be had for real because, yes, he's 15 years old and he was influenced by the dumb shit. He made bad decisions, and his parents, he probably don't have no parents in the house, hence the fucking stupid-ass decision to freaking pull out guns and start shooting randomly, trying to target somebody, but you're potentially gonna injure a whole bunch of other people or get them killed too. A lady was killed, so you know he definitely should do time. But I think there's other things that need to be done as well. 100 years is excessive because he's just 15. If he was like freaking 35 years old, or if he was like 28, then yeah, the 100 years I wouldn't care. Like, yeah, nigga, do 100 years. You know what I'm saying? But a 15-year-old, I think there's other things that need to be done because he's just 15, and I don't know his foundation. I don't know where he came from. I don't know how he grew up. To me, I'm just taking a stab in the dark. I don't think he had his parents, or if he did have his parents wasn't shit. That's just how I'm looking at it. If this were your family member, I believe the comments would be different. My cousin's life was taken, and she left behind children who now have to grow up without their mother. It's heartbreaking to think about everything they're missing because of one senseless crime. It's not insane that he got 100 years for what he did. It's insane that nobody else that does the same crime gets even half that time. I'm not saying he shouldn't get charged with murder, but 100 years, let's not act sincere. I don't know what the person, they never gave out this harsh sentencing to a certain group of people, and we all know why. Oh, you talking about the Caucasians, the Caucasian privilege, white privilege. You talking about that right there. You talking about President Trump. 32 counts, felony charges, and more of these juveniles should face the same consequences. They are out of control and know that they will only get a slap on the wrist if they get caught. I have no sympathy. Someone was unalive, and that can be reversed. And that cannot be reversed. My bad. Excuse me. Why should we care about his life because he's young? This is the life he wanted to live. No, I get that. I understand that. All the 100 comments, are y'all supposed to be like surprised? It's a life for a life. To sentence him to exactly 100 years was a personal decision by the judge, as he or she could have just said, life without parole. You don't get mercy for taking a life, and it's unfortunate that some people do. If it was your mama, sister, or your daughter, their sentence would have seemed so excessive. He made a decision that also cost him his life. Everyone keeps saying 100 years is a long time, and without a doubt, it is. But let's not forget that forever is even longer. That person's life is gone forever. I also don't feel like he's the only one who should receive that kind of sentence. There are plenty of kids his age out here committing crimes just as bad, if not worse, against people in their own communities. Yep, that's a fact. And they deserve to be held just as accountable. Argue with your mother if you disagree. When a life is taken, there's no undoing it. Yup, you can't take it back. You don't get a second chance at living after you've been murdered. I don't care how old someone is. If you intentionally take a life, there should be serious consequences, bitch. I don't give a fuck. This one person said in the comments, bro. Well, I mean, the fact is, I was 15 years old. I would never think about shooting or target somebody because I was mad about something. And I would never join a gang, nigga. I would join the church choir before I ever joined a fucking gang. So I knew that at the age of 15. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, obviously to me, his parents wasn't shit. He probably came from a broken foundation, you know? What else? 25 would have sufficed at his young age. 25 to life. Clearly, he didn't have the right upbringing, and that's not entirely his fault. The government keeps black families in the hood for generations and are surprised when that life is all some kids now. It's all some kids now. It's not easy leaving bad areas when you're still suffering from decades of oppression, but y'all not ready for that conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah, the school education. I mean, yeah, this all could change, you know. Y'all wouldn't be saying 100 years was excessive if it was your mother that got hit with the bullet. The judge made an example out of him for sure. The judge made an example out of this young 15-year-old for sure. But at the end of the day, if that woman was your family member, you'll think 100 years wasn't enough. Which can be true, you know. If somebody shot your mama, and you gonna be pissed, bro. You gonna be pissed. Your mama gone now. The matriarch of the family, or the patriarch, if your dad was the patriarch of the family, the one that kept the glue together. He was the glue that kept the whole family. Now he's gone, and now you're trying to figure out how to keep the family together. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, a senseless act took away, you know, things like that. That's a serious conversation right there. I'm not mad at the amount of time he got. However, I feel for all races, the time given should be equally given. I'm not mad at the amount of time he got. However, I feel for all races, the time given should be equally given. I see several comments saying 100 years is excessive. It is excessive until someone you love is gone. 100 years, are we okay in the head? A man just shot a kid in the back and walked free. Keep that in mind. Time is needed for sure. 100 years make no sense. 100, we don't think a 15-year-old is redeemable. This is very sad. Man, what time is it, bro? I know I ain't stay here too long. I did a little bit of Akbar. MySpace reportedly planning a comeback as owners claims they're waiting for the right time to relaunch the platform. MySpace? I thought it was gonna play music or something. Ain't no music on here. MySpace is trying to come back, trying to make a comeback. MySpace was the shit though. I thought it was gonna play some music in the background. I had MySpace. That shit was fire though. I ain't gonna front. Goddamn, the neighborhood talk is asking the question: are y'all gonna go back to MySpace accounts? According to the platform's current owners, they are planning to relaunch the iconic social media site, saying they're just waiting for the right time to bring it back. The owners say they believe people are getting tired of algorithm-driven apps and endless scrolling and want to bring back a platform centered around music, creativity, and genuine connections. While previous attempts to revive MySpace didn't take off, they say they are committed to giving the brand another shot. For many millennials, MySpace was the place to customize your profile, pick your top 8, and discover new artists before other social media platforms took over. There's no official launch date just yet. As of yet, y'all signing back up. If it returns, let me take a look at the comments. I'm ready to have a girl #1 in my top 8 with her name coming down my wall with a fire R&B song. Okay. I remember the day you called me saying, "Bitch, you got to get on my space." Pages was lit. Not gonna lie, this coming back would be so peak. I'm so ready. MySpace invoked personality and creativity back when we had to use photo buckets and learn coding for the bomb profile layouts. I remember that shit. I remember you was doing coding to just do your page. Please make it strictly for the millennials. Whole time we were coders and ain't even know it. We didn't even know it. Letters falling from the page and all that could have been making big money now. I just want my old photos back so I can get a good laugh. I need to relearn how to do the HTML coding if that's the case. I don't know how the F little old me knew how to do that in the first place, one person said in the comments. I can't wait to have a nigga name falling down my page like it's 2005. Okay, this is the conception of catfish. I don't know. I'm good with all the platforms that I already don't use. Okay, people gonna see how I really feel about them when they aren't in my top 5. I can't wait. Oh shit. Restore all the old pages. I need to see who I was beefing with back in 05. I say restore all the old pages. I don't even remember. I don't even know what email account I was using at the time. So I can't even tell you. If I can't change my background and have a song playing while you view my profile, I don't want it. That's what's up. Time to get my coding back up. About to have stars sprinkling down my page and pictures floating. One person said in the comments, this need to be 30 plus, no shade. I'm tired of partying with the Gen Zs. Okay, this could be exactly what we need for a bit of nostalgia and a refresh. Perfect timing. Make it only desktop friendly. I feel like that will add to the experience. Well, that makes a little bit of sense. I'm running over there, no shoes or nothing, Jesus. How long it's been? I'm just trying to get some more. I'm probably going to go somewhere else.